A few months ago I was at work and a workman arrived with a worksheet, and he informed me that he was going to put automatic door closures on all of the internal doors. I said, "Are you sure you want to do that? Because these doors aren't fire doors, they are egg box doors." And he said, "No, I've got this worksheet, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I have to do." So I was a bit concerned, so I rang up the properties department and asked if this was the case, and they said, "Yes, this is the case." And I said, "But there's absolutely no point, because if we did have a fire, the only thing that would be left standing on the door would be the door closure, because the door wouldn't withstand a fire." The workman asked me how I knew so much about fire and fire doors. And it was very simple. In the care home, one of our worst nightmares would be a fire. And as you probably are aware, there have been several very, very prominent fires that have happened in care homes where a load of people did lose their lives. And that was a big worry for us. So rehearsals for evacuating the building and preventing fires was something that we did quite generally and on a regular basis. And I was used to talking about doors that would have a half an hour fire rating, an hour fire rating, or a 2-hour fire rating. And we would cordon off the home in various zones, and we knew we had certain amounts of time if we got people behind certain doors. Fire is very useful, as we all know. It gives us light, it gives us heat, it can produce power, but fire is also very destructive. And our readings today, you'll find some of them are quite different from the readings we normally have. But what I think the thing comes out of all these readings today is that God, who is immense, enormous, absolutely something that can create a whole of a universe, is something that we can see personally in the small version, if you like, in Jesus Christ. So as a candle is a small personal fire, Jesus is the small personal thing that can show us how God is. And we'll look at that a bit further in the sermon later. But basically, fire, though it is destructive when it's out of control and major, is very useful when it is controlled and under the guidance of the people that are using it. And God is so vast and so immense and so all-powerful, as our psalm said this morning, that basically we can only even start to think about what God is like. But we can actually understand him and his actions in the person of Jesus Christ, which is the person that we need to follow. Amen.